DxO1 combines the best features of the iPhone and a traditional camera, giving you many options to focus and shoot, such as the two-stage shutter button that allow you to focus and recompose, built-in facial recognition, or tap to focus. Let's have a look. Notice the face detection at work. The camera is going to automatically focus on her, and I can just press the shutter button to shoot. But if I want to focus on the flowers and put her out of focus in the background, I can tap on the flowers, then tap on the soft shutter to take the picture. Or I can take a more traditional approach. Press the shutter halfway down to focus, keep it held down to focus lock, recompose, and shoot. One of the greatest features of the DxO1 is the articulating screen. The swivel mechanism allows up to 60 degrees rotation in either direction, allowing you to get some pretty incredible shots, such as an overhead shot. If you've ever tried to do one of these just with your iPhone, you know it's a case of point and guess. You don't know what you're getting. But with the articulating screen, you know you're going to get the shot every time. Let's take a look at a couple other examples of where the articulating screen comes in incredibly handy. How about holding the camera high, but pointing down? Swivel the screen all the way in the other direction, and it's perfect for those check out what I'm eating now Instagram shots. If you're a parent, you'll appreciate this. The best photos of our kids are usually taken at their angle, but laying down on the ground to capture the perfect photo can be back-breaking work. By tilting the screen up, you can easily put the camera at kid level to get that perfect photo. So far, we've seen how great the DxO1 is for still photography, but how about video? Well, the DxO1 shoots full HD video, that's 1080p at 30 frames per second. It can also shoot super slow motion, 120 frames per second at 720p. The DxO1's built-in image stabilization makes shooting handheld smooth and jitter-free. The slow motion mode is incredible, allowing you to slow down life's most action-packed moments. And when playing back your slow motion video, you can toggle between slow-mo and regular speed playback. Plus, the convenience of using the phone as a camera stand allows you to join the scene. Let's talk about storage. When you shoot a photo on the DxO1, you always get two files, the RAW and the JPEG. Both of those are saved to the micro SD card, and by default, the JPEG is automatically copied to your iPhone as well. This way, your JPEG files are instantly added to your camera roll, and if enabled, copied to your iCloud photo library. However, if you want to save space on your phone, you can turn off this feature so the photos are only stored on the one. When shooting video, the video files are stored only on the microSD card, but you can copy them to your iOS device for editing and sharing with just a few taps. You can share your photos directly from the DxO1 app. There's no need to launch the Photos app if you simply want to share a picture on Facebook or Twitter, send us a message or email, and so on. Also, if you tap the Favorites button in the DxO1 app, that photo will be marked as a favorite in the Photos app as well. Let's go over to the Photos app. As you can see, all of my One photos are in the All Photos view, along with regular iPhone pictures too. Then, if I open Favorites, there's the picture I marked. Once here, you have all the editing capabilities of Photos at your disposal. I can use one of the Photos app's built-in filters, or even access any third-party extensions app. I'll apply one of the built-in black and white filters. And of course, all of your DxO1 photos are accessible from any third-party app. When you go back to the DxO1 app, you'll see your changes reflected there too. As you can see, shooting with the DxO1 combines the best of two worlds, iPhone convenience and full-size camera image quality. And just like a full-size camera, you can choose between a variety of scene modes, as well as switch from fully automatic to aperture or shutter priority, or even go full manual. To change modes, tap on the Mode button in the lower right corner. Here you can see Action, Portrait, Landscape, and Night modes. And under that, Program, Aperture, Shutter Priority, and Manual. Let's take a look at Aperture Priority. Now that we're out of full auto, a bunch of controls are revealed on the left. You can change metering mode from multi-zone to center weighted to spot. If you open the exposure compensation dial, you'll get a live preview of how those changes look on screen. When navigating these options, notice that you can scroll to or simply tap directly on the option you want. Here, I'll choose a manual ISO of 400. Remember, we're in aperture priority mode now, so I can choose the aperture I want to affect my depth of field. At f11, everything is in focus. But if I switch to f1.8, we'll have a really nice bokeh, and the scene's background goes nice and blurry. Or if I tap on the background, the foreground is totally soft. If you go to full manual mode, the camera will even warn you if you're under or overexposed. You can see the exposure meter at the bottom, warning me that I need to make a change, for example, to choose a different shutter speed. A nice benefit of seeing these exposure changes on the screen in real time is it makes the DxO1 a great tool for teaching photography. Seeing things like depth of field change as you adjust the aperture is quite powerful. There's just a couple more things that I want to show you. First, you've seen how the camera works facing forward, as you would expect. But because the lightning connector can attach either direction, you can attach the camera with the lens facing you, making it the greatest selfie camera. When in selfie mode, the self timer is automatically activated, and the screen even illuminates to provide a nice soft light source for your self-portrait, even in low light. Finally, you've probably noticed the Super RAW button in the upper right corner of the screen. This is designed for extremely low light situations where a single RAW file would result in an excessively noisy image. When in Super RAW mode, the camera automatically captures 4 raw images in quick succession, then combines them into a single low noise photo. Check out the sample image. On the left, we see the high quality JPEG rendered from a single RAW file in camera, and on the right, we see an even higher quality, noise-free JPEG that was rendered out using DxO's spatial and temporal noise reduction technology in their desktop software, which is included for free and available as a free download, but more on that in our next tutorial. I'd like to leave you with a final word on battery life. The One was designed to not impact your iPhone's battery life at all. It has its own internal compact lithium-ion battery, capable of capturing up to 200 raw photos in quick succession. Of course, most users won't shoot those all at once, but instead prefer to use their One throughout the day. With this in mind, when you're not shooting, it's best to lock your iPhone, which powers down the One, and to close the door on the One to protect the lens. Then, when you're ready to shoot again, slide the door open on the One and use Touch ID to unlock your iPhone. You'll also notice a loop connector here where you can connect a neck or wrist strap to the One. While the Lightning connector is quite strong and is designed to hold considerable weight, it's best not to carry the combined units around just by holding the One, in case the iPhone gets bumped and knocked off the connector. When carrying your iPhone and One together, you should hold them like this to ensure that they stay together. That's a quick introduction to using your DxO1, the world's smallest connected camera that provides full-size camera image quality. Now get out there and make some great photos.